Hey guys and ghouls, you're here with Faye from Raven Faye Special Effects, and today I'm going to show you guys how I paint my Necronomicon wallets. We're going to start off with some prosthetic adhesive promoter, and I'm going to show you the colors we're going to be using first. We're going to be using the airbrush colors of bruised red and black, prime black. And then we're going to be using our alcohol palettes. We're going to be using the nicotine stain and black. Once we have our prosthetic adhesive promoter on and dried, we're going to go in with our nicotine stain and a sponge. The sponge has a whole bunch of different sized holes in it, so it's a really good texture sponge. We're just going to do that all over the place in yellow to get the highlights. Then we're going to go in with our bruised red color, and on this portion of it we're only going to be doing the lower part of the sculpt, so basically to accentuate the humps, I guess you would call them. And we're going to do that all over the place with our nozzle open small, and then as we go to the bigger portions of it, we're going to open it wider. Next we're going in with our black, and this is going to be just to deepen up those indentions in the sculpt that you already made, or in the prosthetic, or whatever you're painting really, and just kind of going to all of the crevices of the prosthetic, or the wallet in this case. Once you're done painting, we're going to put a coat of Modge Podge spray in order to set it. Leave it on for about 15 minutes and flip it over to the other side, and then we're going to be using a texture sponge. But I basically try to get all the high points first, around the mouth, around the nose, and the eyes, and then I just kind of like twist the sponge as I'm going around. And once I start to see that the color's coming off, I'll go back in, because I should still have enough alcohol on here. And then I'm making sure to twist it just so I can get different textures in different places. You know, because I don't want the holes to be the same direction every single time, the holes that are in the sponge. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and get my bruised red. And I'm going to have this on a little bit lower of a output. So not a lot of paint is going to be coming out. And then I'm going to start off doing the edge. When I'm doing this, I'm kind of going in all the deep parts, trying to keep the highlighted parts the nicotine yellow. Then I'm going to be using some dirty brown. With the dirty brown, we're going to have it on open lower, so we don't have as much spray coming out. I'm going to go in around the teeth, in all these tiny little spaces, in all the little indentions in the entire face of the wallet. Alright, so I opened it up a little bit so we can go in these bigger areas and it won't be as tight of a spray. We're going to go in along the edge, just to kind of bring the focus back into the piece of face. And I'm opening my nozzle a lot wider now. Finally, we're going to go in with our black, and this we're going to be very careful with. We're going to go in mostly around the eyes, the mouth, and the nose, and then a little bit around the edge. And this is why I always test it on my hand first, because that was way too much spray coming out. Don't forget, for the black, just make sure you're staying within the lines or within the indentions that you've already sculpted in whatever you sculpt, or whatever you're painting, so you don't get it on the outside and it's just not a big old black blob. And then once we're done, we're going to spray a little bit of Modge Podge matte clear sealer. Alright, now we're going to go in with our prime black. And not get it too crazily wet, so I like to rub it off on the edge here. And then I'm going to go in and do all these little lines here. As I'm painting all of the little indentions, the tiny little scratches on his face, I'm painting that with a very light coat of wet black alcoholic paint. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, share it with a friend. Subscribe and follow. And as always, check you later.